Hi, everyone. Good morning. This is Rachel at Temple Israel. We're up and running. We're ready to go, whether ready or not. I'm not so sure, but we're going to start. Our opening day of school for the threes and fours is September 8th and 9th, and for the whole entire school, it's September 14th. Many of you have concerns, and rightly so. We also have concerns. Many of you have asked questions numerous times, and we did not respond to all the questions because we didn't have the answers ourselves. We've got a lot of clarity now from the CDC and from OCFS, which is our licensing agent. So we're able to answer some questions more cogently and more appropriately. I'm going to try to run down the day a little bit for you. And if after that you still have questions, then we'll answer them individually. Okay, so all children will be taken the temperatures of all children will be taken at the cars. That's before you drive away. Someone will be there to take your child's temperature. Any child that has a temperature above 100 will have to go home. Children are not permitted to return to school until their temperature clear and free for 72 hours. If there is another child in the car and a carpool, that child will also have to go home. And with a note, after 72 hours, the child will be readmitted into the class. All children must wash their hands upon entrance into the building, into their classroom. Every single child has been placed in a cohort. That means a self-contained group which will not be interacting with other groups. That is to say, we won't be doing a bear hunt together, or we won't be sharing a Shabbat party together, or we won't be sharing a dinosaur walk together, because we all have to maintain the group that we are set in. The children will go out in and out of the building separately within their classroom. They will have their own play area, which will be sanitized. I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, we are permitted to share things within the cohort. That is to say, glue and scissors and toys and puzzles. They will be able to share at any given time, and they do not have to wear masks. We as teachers will all be wearing masks. You will see your teacher with a mask all day, but the children do not have to wear masks in school. Thank God. Okay. All classrooms will be sanitized several times a day. When your child goes out, the classroom will be sanitized. When your child returns, the playground will be sanitized before the next group goes out. So we have people on staff who will be sanitizing classrooms and playground areas and play areas within the building each time a new cohort enters. Okay, the maintenance staff has a log, which they will be entering every day, which areas are done at what time. Bathrooms will be done on all the time, rotating basis all the time. I'm happy to report that we installed foot pedals, so children will not be touching surfaces of sinks after the bathroom, which is a very helpful thing, and I think the kids will love it. Maybe we'll have water play there all day, but they're going to love that. Okay, so we have wipes, we have sanitizers, we have this fogging situation where we can clean the room at any time. All the toys and books and apparatus is going to be sanitized at all times. We have designated 4 toddler playgrounds. We feel that they're the youngest and the least exposed, and they should be treated with most carefully. So each of the classrooms will have an outdoor play area designated to them on a daily basis. They will rotate within the things every single day, so each child will experience different things in the different playgrounds. We're hoping to keep the children out as much as possible during the day, because the directive is that the more time they're outside, the healthier it is. The temple has also set up a huge tent outside the front door of the temple, which we are able to utilize the entire time. Teachers will go out there, have more fresh air time, have more outdoor time, have more outdoor play. It will be equipped, and teachers will bring out books and paints and activities and all kinds of things to play outside. We are hoping and focusing on staying outside as much as humanly possible. because parents are not allowed in the building, and that's not our ruling, that's the OCFS's ruling, parents are not allowed in the building, we are going to meet initially in the tent, and your teachers will contact you on September 8th and 9th. Each class will have a half an hour to meet with parents and students with their teacher. The 3s and 4s, we started 2 days early just so the kids would get used to the system, and it'll be a little easier and less hectic on September 14th when everybody comes. So there'll be 2 half days on Thursday and Friday, September 9th and September 10th. Your teachers will tell you about that. You will meet in the tent, and then they'll go back out into their classrooms and get familiar with, try to get into some kind of a system already. We appreciate that they haven't been in school for 7 months or 6 months, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult for them. So we're going to take this very slowly. We will start school for the toddlers on September 14th in a very graduated way. The classes will be divided in half. They'll only be there 2 hours a day. Your teachers will tell you about that. The parents can stay with them because we're going to be outside. Obviously, the separation is not going to take place the way it generally does, but your teachers will explain to you. Each child is different. We're going to work with you. We're going to work together with you. We're going to make this work for everybody. It may take a little bit more time, and we don't know exactly how it's going to work, but we're hoping and praying that it's going to work okay. This is an all new situation for all of us. It's ever changing. We've never been here before. We've never had to do this before. We are learning as we go, as I'm sure you are too. We need to ask for your patience, for your forbearance, for your understanding. Entrance to the building and exit to the building, pick up and drop off is going to take more time. We're going to try to stagger the times. We're asking you to be on time because it's very specific to your class. There'll be different entrances and exits. We're trying to minimize children contacts with other children outside of their cohort to keep everybody as safe as possible. So we're asking your patience and your understanding for all of this. Also, a few parents asked me about ONEG. The only ONEG that we're going to have is going to take place outside for a couple of weeks. We are off a couple of Fridays for Erev Yom Tov. So when we come back, hopefully everything will try to start to normalize. We will have maybe 2 ONEGs, so we can have 2 different groups. We're not sure how that's going to work. We're going to discuss it with the rabbi and with our licensor and find out how we can do that, because we do appreciate that that's a very integral part of the program. We did design special drop-off and pick-up places, and you will hear about that from your teacher. A couple of questions were, what happens if somebody gets COVID? If a child in your cohort gets COVID, the whole cohort has to be quarantined for 2 weeks, for 14 days. Some people asked about money and finances and tuitions and fees, and we're going to just say the following. If we have to close for more than a month, you will be reimbursed after 30 days. We haven't really anticipated that happening, but we're not going to expect you to pay your tuition for the rest of the year. God forbid, we have to close. We are hoping that people will be honest and have an integrity about their children's health and the health of the family. We can't monitor everything that happens. If a child is not feeling well, err on the side of caution and keep your child home. We don't want sick children here. We can stay open if everybody's healthy, and we can be healthy if everybody follows the protocols and the rules and regulations. If you have any other questions, we are looking forward to this. The teachers are all in today. They're all setting up their classrooms. They're all preparing. They're all cleaning. They're all sanitizing. We're all very excited to get back to work. We're hoping that everybody will be excited as we are, and we're looking forward to meeting everybody and greeting everybody. If you have any questions, you can call me at the office. Please wait until your teacher notifies you, and she's going to FaceTime you with a meeting with you and your child, so that you'll get to see her with her without her mask, and then what she looks like with her mask. We aren't happy about the mask situation. We understand that it's a little disconcerting to some children, but we have to follow the guidelines. Most of these rules are not rules that we made up and we determined. We are being forced into them by the CDC and the LCFS. So please, we beg your indulgence and your understanding of this. Any questions, again, please call me. Have a great rest of the day. We're looking forward to meeting everybody on the 8th and the 9th. Stay well, stay healthy, stay happy. See you then. Bye.